So I titled this video, "Is Gary Vee a scam artist?" It might sound like a weird question, or maybe it sounds like an obvious question. I mean, maybe you know the answer to it, and I don't. But is Gary Vee a scam artist? Um, so Gary Vee tells people to make content and become content creators, and you should make 100 pieces of content a day. And if you do that for 7 to 11 years, you're probably not going to be successful. That's what he says. In 7 to 11 years, you're probably not going to be successful. And you have to make content knowing that you're probably not going to be success. You're not going to be Ellen DeGeneres. You're not going to be Joe Rogan in 10 years. So why would I say he sounds like a scam artist when he tells people you're not going to be successful in 10 years, that the odds are against you? Why do I say he's a scam artist if he says you're probably going to fail? It's not like he's selling you a bill of goods, right? If he's saying you're probably going to fail at this content creation, this YouTube or TikTok or whatever platform you're working on. Why would I say he's selling you? It feels like he's selling you a bill of goods even though he's telling you you're probably going to fail. I think it's his enthusiasm. I think his enthusiasm is kind of electric. And the way he says, like, you're probably going to fail and you should probably do it anyway is just like, it's kind of like electrifying. But Gary Vee sounds like he's nuts, but like, he makes sense what he's saying. Because my YouTube channel is growing. My YouTube channel is growing, but like, is this the most effective use of my time? Eventually, I'm gonna have to repair my computer, and like, is this stuff gonna be worth the repairs? Because I'm not gonna. This computer's gonna break in 5 years, and because it gets struck by lightning sometimes where I'm at, and the computer's gonna break in 5 years, and then I gotta buy a new computer, or I gotta fix this computer. Either way, it costs a lot of money, and that happens every 5 years. And in 10 years, I'm probably not gonna make any money doing this. So what am I doing? Making content and nobody's watching. Well, some people are watching and the channel's growing. So Gary Vee's right about one thing. You will have more of an audience the more content you make. The more years you put into this, the more of an audience you will find. So I've been doing this since the last month of 2017. So I've been doing this for 5 years now. No. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2020. Well, I've been doing this for about a little over 3 years. Wait. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Okay, I've been doing this for a little over 4 years. Probably 4 years and like 3 months I've been making YouTube videos. I started making them every day probably last September. So I started making them every day 6 months ago. And before that, I made them like twice a month. Before that, I made them like twice a month, maybe 3 times a month. And then now, the past 6 months, I've been making them every day. And the channel's growing. But it's not really growing. Like, my food stamp shut off last week because I'm a moron and I'm too dumb to do the application and go to the office and talk to them on the phone. It takes me a while to get there because I don't have a car, but so I haven't been doing TikTok in the past week. So I'm interested to see, is my channel going to keep growing if I stop doing TikTok? Is TikTok the only reason my channel is growing? So if I lose my phone and I lose my ability to do TikTok, will my channel stop growing? And that's an open question. If I lose the ability to do TikTok, will my channel stop growing? So I don't know the answer to that question. Will my channel stop growing if I not do TikTok? Because I'm still making these every day, but like, some people are watching, but like, this whole thing is just a crapshoot. Honestly, this whole YouTuber career path is just a crapshoot. Because most people aren't going to succeed on YouTube. Most people, this is just like therapy. Like this is therapy talking to you from the webcam. For most people, this is just therapy. Most people aren't going to succeed doing this. You know, my camera sucks. You see like flickering light on my webcam because I have a terrible camera. So why would I do this? Honestly, why would I do this? What do I have to buy a $500 camera? Would I have to use my cell phone? But my cell phone doesn't work half the time because, or a portion of the time when my food stamps shut off. It's an Obama phone. It's the only reason I have a phone is because of food stamps. I mean, I could get a phone, but my expenses would go up. But I can't have my expenses go up because Big Mama can't afford that. Big Mama can't afford to have too many expenses. Some expenses are fine, but we're trying to limit the expenses for Big Mama. And that's what this is. This is just like a bunch of nonsense. And I walk this path and I feel so confused. And I do socialize on Twitter. I do socialize on TikTok. I do socialize on Facebook. I do socialize on YouTube. I socialize in a lot of different places and do socialize in real life, socialize in my job. But I'm still lonely even though I socialize. Socialize on Tinder, socialize on Bumble. I'm still lonely even though I socialize all those places. And I need to trim my hair right here because this is pointing out too much. But I also don't want to cut it too much because I want it to be poofy. So I feel like Gary Vee is selling people like a bill of goods. You know what I mean? I feel like Gary Vee is selling people a bill of goods. And like, it's not just Gary Vee's talking about this content creator lifestyle or whatever. There's like TikTokers who have their own TikTok houses and doing that stuff. And, you know, I don't really know. I think this whole thing is foolish. I just think it's foolish. As I say in my Batman voice, it's foolish. I'm Batman. It's foolish. It's foolish. Foolish. Batman. I say my Batman voice, it's foolish. And it's like, what am I doing here? This doesn't make any sense. I'm talking in front of a webcam here, and I'm like, my health is rapidly deteriorating. And I think to myself, this can't be an effective use of my time. And this cannot be an effective use of my time. And that's why part of me thinks Gary Vee is a scam artist. He gives these speeches in front of huge audiences, and they're all cheering, they're all applauding. Yeah, Gary Vee, you tell him, make that content. And he's right, there are no barriers to entry. There are no barriers to entry as far as content creation goes. There are no barriers to entry. Anyone can do this. Gary Vee's right about that. Anyone can do this. And I don't know. Maybe this is an effective use of my time. Maybe there is nothing else I could be doing. And part of me just, just finds it unbearable. I just find it unbearable. Like, I can't stand it. I'm not making any money. I have a part-time job I make money at, but it's so few hours a week. Like, I'm not making much money, and I feel like I'm barely alive here. I just feel like I'm barely alive. It's like the Charlie X song. What you want, I ain't got it. What you want, I ain't got it. It's like I'm making content that nobody wants to watch. Granted, the channel's growing. It's gotten over 300 views this month and normally gets about 150 views. But I wonder how much of that was TikTok, and if I can't do TikTok this month until my phone gets back turned on, and is the whole thing going to collapse like a house of cards after I don't do TikTok? Like, is this whole thing built around TikTok, or is this built around YouTube? I'm going to try to make these videos as long as possible, but only because I have nothing else to do. I have nothing else to do except make these videos as long as possible, and I consume content on Twitter and on Netflix and on Twitch and Facebook. I consume content all day on these platforms. It's great. It's really great. And, I'm following more people on Instagram. I'm following more people on Twitter. I'm following as many people as I can. But I'm trying to network as much as possible, talk to as many people as possible. But I don't know. It just feels like it's like an aimless. It feels like it's going nowhere. You know what I mean? Half a sleep. My sleep schedule's all messed up. It just feels like it's going nowhere. I consume this content on Twitter all day. I read Twitter, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube, and all this introspection. I listen to Spotify. All this introspection, and I spend a certain part of my time introspection, a certain part of my time socializing, and I try to figure out, should I focus more on introspection or should I focus more on socializing? And most of the time, I just find introspection better than socializing because nobody insults me when I do introspection. Nobody calls me names. Nobody calls me a loser when I'm doing introspection. People only call me a loser when I'm talking to them face to face. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I like this online world of, creating content and being here now. It's like the Oasis song, Be Here Now. I like this, and this is exactly where I want to be. Like, is there somewhere else I should be? Who am I to say is there somewhere else I should be? Like, what am I doing here? Like Gary Vee tells me to be in front of this camera as much as possible. What, like somebody's gonna watch this whole 20-minute video? I'm gonna try to make this 20 minutes. Who knows if it'll work? Like somebody's gonna watch this whole 20-minute video? Really? Somebody's gonna watch this whole 20-minute video? Why? Why would somebody watch this 20-minute video? It doesn't mean anything. Video doesn't mean anything. So I keep passing the time. Like my heart feels like it's gonna stop. But my heart has always felt like that. My heart has always felt like it's gonna stop. My body feels like it's gonna shut down. Like I'm gonna lose sensation to all my limbs. I'm gonna be paralyzed from the waist down, paralyzed from the neck down. All this wasted time. All this wasted time creating all this content. What does it mean? What does any of this content mean? Why am I doing this? You ever ask me what this is and who am I doing it for? All I want for my birthday is a big all I want for my birthday is a big, how could I say that without sounding offensive? All I want for my birthday is a big All I want for my birthday is a big payday on YouTube. All I want for my birthday is a big payday on YouTube. And that's the Kanye West song called Big Payday on YouTube. All I want for my birthday is a big payday on YouTube. Because I don't want to say anything controversial. I don't want to get canceled. Not canceled, but your account could get deleted on YouTube if you say provocative things. You don't want to be provocative on YouTube, so you have to make these videos as milquetoast as possible. I mean, there's people that make edgy videos on YouTube, sure. Generally speaking, you have to make this as milquetoast as possible. I'm like so confused as like how to spend my time as like a content creator. I feel like Gary Vee is just like promoting a bunch of crap that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna talk about. I think I'm repeating the same things at this point. I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and I feel like Gary Vee's wasting my time, and I'm kind of mad at him for doing that, but because he's so enthusiastic about it. His enthusiasm's electric. And it doesn't really make any sense when you think about it. So, what was I going to tell this video? Is Gary Vee a scam artist? So maybe he's a scam artist. Maybe he's not. Maybe in 10 years I'm going to be nowhere, just like he says. I mean, maybe 10 years I'm going to have a slightly more subscribers. And I'm still not going to really be where I want to be. And that's okay, because honestly, I don't have anything else to do other than this. I don't have a lot going on in my life, to be honest. I really don't. So this is still the best use of my time I can think of, even though it's not. It's still weird. It's still weird talking in front of a camera. But let me know in the comments below. Do you think Gary Vee is a scam artist? I think he is. I think he's not. I think he is, and he's not. Somebody else would be saying the same thing he's saying. Like Seth Godin would be saying the same thing he's saying if Gary Vee was around. But other people would be saying what Gary Vee's saying. Somebody had to fill that niche in the market, and Gary Vee's doing it. So I think he is a scam artist, and I think he's not a scam artist. That's all. Not that it matters. I'm still going to listen to him. Who cares? Whatever. So please, so let me know in the comments below, what do you think about him? What do you think about Gary Vee? Please subscribe to this channel to be part of the community. And please like this video. It really helps the channel out a lot. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.